Stewart Island lies south of the South Island of New Zealand, and in one of its large inlets lies this very special small island sanctuary. It's just a 10-minute water taxi ride across Paterson Inlet from the mainland. The island is covered in rainforest and contains primeval ferns, podocarp trees, mosses, orchids, lichens. The forest is home to a variety of New Zealand native birds: weka, the South Island saddleback, kiwi, yellowhead, South Island robin, tui, and so on. And this is the robin. It's always on the move and hard to video, but we did get some quick stills. The island is just under 270 hectares in size, and it takes its name from ULVA Island in the Inner Hebrides of Scotland. The island is open to the public and has around 5 kilometres of well-maintained tracks. And if you look carefully while you're walking, you may even find a saddleback. This is one of New Zealand's rarer birds, and so sighting it is rather special. And while the saddleback prefers to hide in the branches, you may be lucky and have it pose for you. Any visitor to ULVA Island can be pretty certain that they will find the weka. Foraging around the debris of the forest floor, the weka is often mistaken by tourists for the kiwi. Usually the weka is so intent on foraging through the leaves and undergrowth that it takes little notice of the visitors watching it. Various seabirds can be seen along the coastline, in this case a pair of oyster catchers. Boulder Beach is one of several beaches that the various tracks will take us to. During the middle of the 19th century, a small settlement was established on ULVA Island, and the various beach names come from that time, such as Post Office Cove, where the landing jetty is. And yes, originally there was a small post office there. Today only a small percentage of the island remains in private hands. The rest is a conservation reserve. It was in 1899 that the island became one of the first New Zealand conservation reserves. In 1997 it was declared pest and predator free. Since then, Several species of rare and endangered New Zealand native birds have been released here. This pair of New Zealand weka are happy to go about their various activities despite the presence of humans nearby. Not sure what this bird is, but it's certainly not a weka. ULVA Island is the largest of 20 islands in Paterson Inlet. The sanctuary can be visited during the daytime, but there is no overnight accommodation. But sometimes there are nighttime kiwi spotting tours. Our visit is over and it's time for our arranged water taxi to pick us up and return us to the Stewart Island mainland.